Hi, this is Jen Nelson from Lit Path Marketing. Welcome to another training. I wasn't actually planning on recording this today, but when I was dropping my daughter off at daycare this morning, the director of her daycare center, her preschool, asked me for some free marketing advice. And normally I don't love it when people pick my brain. I did give her some advice, and I decided that I wanted to share it with all of you because it's good advice. And her question to me was, of course, how can I get more customers? She wanted to know how she could get more parents to register their children for their daycare. And my response was that she should start with reputation marketing. And so what I'm going to talk about today is a little bit of what reputation marketing is, where it fits into my overall philosophy of internet marketing for small businesses, and how to get started if you want to do something quickly yourself. So what you're looking at here is what I call my 600-watt success strategy. It's really how I think about internet marketing for small business. It starts with a strategy in the middle, and then there's all of these things that go around the edge, different tactics that you can use to do marketing. I used to tell people to start with collect clicks. This is getting traffic to your internet properties, to your website, to your business directory listings, and then move on to create credibility. And part of create credibility is getting online reviews. I have started to tell businesses to either start with creating credibility or to do these two things concurrently. The reason is more and more online credibility and social proof is vital. You can get all the traffic you want, but if people don't trust you, they're not going to do business with you. So that's why you have to do both of these simultaneously, or even build your online reputation first and then go here. And there's data that actually backs up this claim that we need to do this create credibility of this review, this online reputation piece first. There was a survey done by Bright Local, and I just want to go over the key findings with you. They found that 70% of customers have used the internet to find a local business in the last 12 months. They found that younger customers use the internet more frequently to find local businesses. They found that 67% of local customers have consulted online customer reviews of local businesses. They also found that younger customers are more influenced by positive online reviews than their older customers. They found that female customers are more likely to select a local business that has a positive customer review. And they also found, and this is a big one, they found that 69% of local customers trust online reviews as much as a personal recommendation. And I think that's huge. You know, we've always said that referrals are the biggest thing. You want to get referrals, but almost 70% of people trust an online review as much as they would a personal recommendation. And there's even more data to back this up. This is from a Nielsen Global Trust Advertising Survey. And they asked, to what extent do you trust the following forms of advertising? So 92%, of course, said they completely trust or somewhat trust recommendations from people they know. The very next thing, customer opinions posted online. And again, this backs up what the Bright Local survey said. 70% of people trust, either completely or somewhat, customer opinions posted online. So that's huge. And that's why we really need to build your online reputation before you start driving traffic to your website, so that people trust you already when they get there. So let's get into the free advice. The first thing you want to do if you're trying to build your online reputation is you want your customers to go and post positive reviews about your business online. Now, the best way to do this, if you're doing it yourself, is to tell them where to go. So the first thing you need to do, I'm going to show you how to do this for Google. Why? Because Google is the largest search engine. It gets the most traffic. So if you can get enough reviews in Google, this is going to help you more so than the other directories. It is important to get directories all over the web. It looks more natural that way. But I'm going to show you Google because I'm limited for time. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to find the page that you want to send your customers to. I am actually going to do this for my kid's pediatrician because I think she's fantastic. So I did a Google search for Morristown Pediatricians. And here she is, Deborah Block. You could actually just search for the name of your business and the city. What you want to find is your Google Plus page. If you click on the name of the business here, if that business has a website, it'll take you to the website. What you want to click on to get to the Google Plus page is here, where it'll either say number of reviews or it'll say Google Plus page if there's no reviews. So I'm going to click here to take us to the Google Plus page. Okay. See this little link where it says write a review? This is actually the page you want to send your customers to write reviews. So if you look up here, the URL, what you want to copy, where you want to send people is right here. You don't need this about at the end. You just need plus.google.com and this long number. Okay? So that's a lot of link to send people, and people will not often type this in correctly. So what you want to do is use a link shortening service so that it's easy for people to type this in. I use Google's link shortening service because they give you free analytics. So what I'm going to do is open up another browser window, and I'm going to go to goo.gl. That is Google's link shortening service. Okay, I'm going to go copy this, copy, and I'm going back to and then I'm going to paste in the long URL here and simply click shorten URL. And it's going to give me this nice short URL that I can then use to market the page. So what happens when people type this shortened URL in, it will send them to the same place as the long URL. It just gives you a shorter thing to type. One thing that's important to note is these are case sensitive. If you type this in with a lowercase c, it will send you to some other page. So it's important for people to know that this is case sensitive. Now, if I go here to details, here's where you could actually see all the analytics once people start clicking on your link. Now here's what I would do with this information. I would take this link and I would do two things with it. I would make a flyer and hand it out to all of my customers and ask them, maybe do a mailing, a postcard, something, ask all of my customers, my current customers, to go and post an online review about my business. That's going to give me a nice influx of good amount of reviews. It's going to boost me up and it's going to make me stand out. Once you have 10 or more reviews in Google's, instead of just seeing that little link that says, one Google review, you're going to actually see what used to be a star rating, now it's a score, because Google bought Zag, it's a score out of 30. You're going to see a rating right there on the front page. And if you have that 5-star reputation, that 5-star rating, it's going to make your listing stand out among all of the other listings on the page, and you'll get more clicks. So I would create a flyer, a postcard, a mailing, something, some way to get to all of my customers and ask them to go post a review. In the case of the daycare center, since they send stuff home with the kids all the time, I said, why don't you just create a flyer asking for a review, put the link on, make sure people know that the link is case sensitive. Also, I told her to send a mass email. There's a benefit in getting people when they're already in front of their computer. They can just click on the link, quickly do their review, and move on, as opposed to having to remember to do it once they get the flyer. But I told her to do both. The other way to market your reputation is, once you have a bunch of glowing positive reviews about how awesome your business is, wouldn't it be great if you could use that information to help you get new customers? I mean, that's the goal. That's always the goal. So what I told her to do was to create a second flyer using this link and also this QR code, and I'll talk about QR codes in a minute. And when someone comes in to tour the facility, a potential new customer comes in, before they leave, you give them this information and say, hey, listen, if you have any questions, if you want to know what other parents think, you can go to our Google site and see what reviews other parents have left about our center. You can do something similar with your business. I told her to put this QR code on there as well because uh, if someone has a smartphone, they can get a free app where they can scan this, and this will take them to the mobile enabled Google Plus site for that business. And the way to get this is if you see this, you just right click on it and you say copy, save image as, and it'll save it to wherever you want, and then you can use this in a flyer uh, so that people can scan this on their smartphone if they have one. The other thing I told her to do is whenever someone calls the Center for Information, to ask for their name and email address, and then immediately send them an email saying, hey, just wanted to give you a little bit more information about us. By the way, I wanted you to know what other parents have said about our center and how we service their kids. Here, go to this link, and again, use the shortened link and see what other parents are saying. And I think that could be really powerful. Last piece of free advice. It is very important to not just get a big influx of reviews and then not have any, because after a while it'll look stale. If somebody goes to your site and the last review was 6 months, a year, 2 years ago, they're going to say, is this place in a business? Why? It makes it look kind of cheesy and fake. So you want to make sure that you have a constant stream of new, fresh reviews coming into your site. So what you want to do is create some sort of mechanism in your business where you circle back, follow up with your new customers, and ask them to post a review. And don't wait too long to do this. Customers are never so happy as when they first do business with you. When they first buy your service, they're the most energized. They're most likely to be happy about their purchase. They're the most likely to be happy they signed up with you. So you want to make sure you get them while they're still happy. Not to say that you're going to give them a chance to get upset, but that's when they're going to be the most energized, is when they first sign up with you. So make sure that you're asking for reviews from your new customers as well. That's all the free advice I gave to my daughter's child care center. So that's all the free advice I'm giving you today. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or you want more free content, you can feel free to sign up on our website to get updates to our blog. And if you want more information, just send me an email at jennifer@litpathmarketing.com. Thanks. Have a great day.